Today, I sit here as a very sad and bitter man. I've been lost in thoughts for the last few hours. I came across a certain video or a certain documentary on BBC about the Mahiu, what our daughters go through in the hands of women old enough to be called their grandmothers. They are selling off their young daughters to men for them to get money. And the only cash they can pay those daughters is 50 shillings. It might shock you to know that you are not talking about ladies, you are talking about kids at the age of 13, 14, 15, and 16 years. Mtoto wa CBC. They are having unprotected sex by force. You are doing it out of your will. I want you to sit back and actually watch this tape.
Sometimes you have sex with multiple people. You get injured and harassed by clients.
This girl makes 50 Kenya shillings, which is about 30 pence or 40 cents for each client. The rest goes to her madam. Posing as sex workers, our undercover reporters have spent months infiltrating the child sex trade in a transit town in Kenya.
They're still children, so it's easy to manipulate them by just handing them sweets. Prostitution is a cash crop in Mahiu. The trackers basically fuel it.
Our investigator, who we're calling Anna, has gained the trust of Madame Nyambura.
I have one who's 13, turning 14 next month. The 13-year-old has been working for 6 months.
Nearby, our other investigator, who we're calling Jane, has befriended a woman called Chipto.
You carry out this kind of business in great secrecy because it's illegal.
Chipto takes Jane to a house and briefly leaves her alone with 2 girls.
How many men do you have sex with daily?
5.
An average of 5 men.
What if the customer refuses to use condoms?
We will have unprotected sex. I have to. I will be chased away and I have nowhere to run to.
It's impossible to know how many madams are exploiting children here, even though selling or trafficking someone under 18 could mean life in prison. We gave all our evidence to the Kenyan police in March. They say the women and girls cannot be traced. To date, they have...
To the Nakuru City County, under the leadership of Governor Susan Kihika. Woman Rep Liz Chelule Chepkorir and Tabitha Karanja as the senator. Where are you? Why are you walking around in the county about the 2-term when your own people are going through hell? This is a case that is very strong. These are young kids who are old enough to be in the mother's house doing something. Yo, are you going to say that Gachagua is the one who has funded this film? Because that is the funny thing you can always do. You'll always look for something to hang on to save yourself. Because you are a drowning man. Hey, you are empowering women whose their kids are being sexually harassed by trucks men at Mahiu. What are you doing? And to the men who are doing this, where is the fatherhood in you? This is a kid, a daughter that maybe you may have left at home. What are you doing, bro? You see, there are some of the things that God will always punish you for what you are doing, and you will throw all the blames to women. Now, from certain action, God will bless you with a very funny-looking kid, a kid that cannot walk, neither can he speak. He's looking like, and you all point fingers at a woman saying that this woman is cursed. This woman has done something wrong. No, that is God punishing you from the ill things that you have done. Now it's coming back to you. And that is the reality that some of you don't want to listen or get in your empty spell. What is that? We have got women rep in that county. Tell me the work of a woman rep. Those are the kind of the seats that are supposed to be removed in this the so-called constitution or the governance, because I've never heard of something meaningful coming out from a woman rep. Tell me one. Soon you're going to add another thing called men rep. You are good at creating positions for yourself to punish a common mwananchi. A mwananchi that cannot access to a good education, good health facilities. Now you can see what the kids are going through. You can sit back and think on how you can get money to go and take somewhere. You use 3 million for your transport to go and take somewhere 200,000. Where is the brain? Utu ulitoka kwa wanyama ukaingia kwa wanadamu. I could see how those kids were explaining. Madam atakasirika nisipofanya. Kama hakuna kondom tutakulana bure. Atapata ugonjwa. She will never maybe heal from that thing. Dear Kenyans, the worst enemy that we have is poverty. Number 2 is the politicians. They steal your destiny, they steal your money, and they'll still come as you clap back at them. You have got a lot of things to do going forward. I don't know how we will save this country that is very much sinking at a supersonic speed. An ear that refuses to hear. When the head is chopped off, that ear goes with it. Oh my God. 13, 14, 15, 16. Huyo mtoto hata hajajua kujipanguza. Hajajua. That child has no...